Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to this pick a card reading all about activating the internal flame within. So we all hold an internal flame within ourselves. If you don't already know where your solar plexus chakra is, it is above your belly button and below your heart, and it is our internal flame. It is our internal sunshine, whichever imagery works better for you. Either way, we want it burning brightly, and this pick a card reading is all about giving you some guidance and clarity and some heart medicine in regards to how to ensure that it is burning as brightly as it possibly can be. I pick a card reading to activate you and push you forwards, to give you that passion and vitality, the courageous, confident oomph that we need to go after our dreams, go after our goals, or just go about the tasks in our everyday life if we are feeling a bit lackluster. So pick a card pile, 1, 2, or 3. Take a moment, shut your eyes, pause the video, and focus in on your solar plexus chakra. So like I said, below your heart, and focus in at that flame sun place to guide you to which pile is going to help you most, because that's the part we want to connect in with. Once you have picked your card pile, you can skip ahead to your pile. Timestamps are in the description box. I also offer personalized readings. All the information is in the description box below if you would like to book with me. These are a great chance for greater depth and clarity. This is a general reading, so it's going out to the collective. If it's one-on-one, obviously it is fully focused on you and your life and what is happening for you. So take a moment, pick your cards, and I will see you on your card reading. Pile 1. Let's see what cards we have for you. So first off, we have the Two of Scythes, which is the Two of Swords in tarot. And this card is all about a need to make decisions, a card that comes with a desire for balance. The twos are all about balance. And generally this card in the normal Rider-Waite, this card is blindfolded, but this deck happens to not be. So there is a feeling here that the wool has been pulled from your eyes. I think that's the saying, or something close to that. But as in the blindfold, you're not currently blind to the decisions, or there's lack of an avoidance now because the blindfold's actually been removed. Generally with the Two of Swords, we are wanting the person to remove the blindfold. And here it's already gone, but there are still difficult decisions to be made with how to then utilize the skies, how to utilize the swords. And we have it with the 10 of Stakes, which is the 10 of Wands in reverse. And this is a card that is all about releasing yourself of a burden, releasing yourself of what is no longer serving you, what is draining your energy. It is a need to put in stronger protective forces for yourself. And it is a card, the 10 of anything that within the suits is a card of completion. So this card is indicating that a completion stage is near, but something for you to work through to get it nearer, get it to actually complete so the circle can come full. You need to put those boundaries in place. You have to get rid of the dead weight, get rid of the stuff that is not yours, not serving you. So these two cards combined are a completion stage wanting to come in, and then how to then utilize your weapons, utilize your tools to help you go forward in a more unionized and harmonized way. In regards to the fact that we are wanting to activate the fire within, I love the fact that we have the Leo card coming out, which is Leo is the lion's heart, but it is that internal flame. It's fire. Leo is a fire ruled sign, and this is the card about self-confidence, loyalty, and creativity. Leo is bold, it's courageous, it is very driven and has that charisma and courage and confidence to be who we are at our authentic core, at like our heart space, to be heart led. And it's really asking you to cut ties here, like release here the burdens, release that heavy weight that's generally in tarot. This is usually a card of someone with the 10 wands upon their back, a heavy burden, and it's a releasing of that. Within the Buffy tarot, this is Faith releasing herself of her biggest fears, of her demons. So there is this heavy weight upon your back that needs to be released, and this will help like activate the fire within. I mean, in regards to this being stakes, take the heavy weight of these stakes, of these wands from upon your back, from upon your shoulders, and then you can use them to actually build your like bonfire. You can use it to build that fire space so you can light it within. But the burdens has to go, this weight has to go. This is the thing that you need, but you're not blind to it now. So whatever this is in regards to the burdens that need to go, you're aware of what they are. You will know as I'm talking. You would have known when I first said it. You know exactly what it is. This isn't a needing to investigate type of thing where you need to delve into the who's, the what's, the whys. You know, but now it's time to get rid of, like I said, that dead weight, because you need to step into your power. Leo is very much like depicted, or at least in my own mind's eye, of like somebody sitting upon their throne, a king or a queen, a lion, king or queen, getting on their throne, putting the crown upon their head, and really embodying that level of confidence that is like, hello, queen, but not in an ego way. Leo can get very like downtrodden in general depictions of being really ego, but it's not ego-y to have confidence, or it's not bad ego-y to have confidence in yourself. And then we have this card here for you, which is the trust yourself. So all of this in regards to releasing these burdens and getting yourself where you need to be, comes at a place of trusting that guidance within, and that you will also feel around your solar plexus and below in your gut. You will feel where you need to like let yourself be guided from, to be able to push forwards. All of this, there's nothing here you don't already know. It's just actually about embodying it, fully trusting it, and actually implementing it to go forward, so that you can actually work with your powers, work with that drive. It's already there, it's percolating, like your fire is not out, it's just needing you to like remove what doesn't serve you so that it can fully shine as brightly as it needs to, as it wants to. But this has to come from a full-on, like, it's taking your power back. So where you've potentially got your power is in other people, and this is where the burden aspect comes in. You have to trust yourself, trust in your own power, trust in your own strength, trust in your guidance, trust in you to get you where you want to be, and release yourself of anything else that doesn't serve that, or the idea that you need other people to be able to get to where you want to be. And I don't mean that in the sense of you don't need anybody. Like, community is very important, and having a strong support network is very important. It really helps us. We are human beings, and we are tribal, community-based creatures. As much as the system and patriarchy would like to separate us, we are very much stronger together. But that does not mean you need to put your power into someone else's hands to get to where you want to be. There's a difference in that. And that's the power I'm saying take back. I'm not saying like retreat away from community. I'm saying take your power back from the people that you're potentially giving it to, or situations you're giving it to, where you're putting it in someone else's hands, where actually you are more than enough. You have the strength within. You have everything that you need to get to where you want to be. So like, pull that stuff back, bring it back to you. We also have here, weight of the world, boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. And so this is just a continuation of this weight, this burden. Everything that is not yours, like really assess, like look at those 10 stakes, line them up, and like assess which ones are yours and assess which ones are other people's. The ones that are other people's, get gone. Don't even worry about it, get them gone. They're not yours. Ones that are yours may need a little bit of extra oomph to get them away, but if they are burdensome, they need to go. And then we also have here, your life is a canvas, artist manifestation and creative accountability. So, and this taps into the Leo element. You can create the life that you want. Your life is a canvas. So how do you want it to look? Like, you have the paints, you have the paintbrush, you have all the tools. So what is it that you want to like paint and manifest? What we want to do initially is clear yourself of the burdens. Make sure that like weight upon your shoulders is gone. And then from that point, you have like a clean slate. You have an empty canvas. And a good little meditation, visualization technique could be to sit. And you could actually, if you are a RT creative person, actually get yourself a blank canvas or a blank piece of paper and sit and draw and make and create a vision board or a vision picture as such, whichever works best for you, all of them, it doesn't matter, of what is it that you want. Have something as like a marker point. So whether it is a visualization board, which are amazing tools to help you hone in what it is that you desire, or you could do a stick man drawing if you would like to. It doesn't have to be this amazing, you don't have to be an amazing artist, it can be whatever you want it to be, but then you can have it and like stick it on your fridge or your altar space or on your bathroom mirror, like wherever works for you. Altar space would be grand. I do recommend having one if you don't. But yeah, what is it? What do you want the future to look like? What do you want to bring in for yourself? Like, create it. So in a form, so that you have something to like catch your eye and continue to work towards, so that when you see it, it's going to be like a marker point within that you can be like, yeah, that's my fire. I've got the drive. I've got I want the drive. I want all of this. I'm driven to succeed, to get to where I want to go. So it means that potentially on a morning when you're like, oh, I really don't want to get out of bed right now, because mornings can be tough. You could see this picture or this vision board and be like that vroom of fire starts within, because you're like, that is why I'm getting out of bed. That is why I'm going to do this right now. So say that your vision is that you would like to lose some weight and, look like all the pictures of the people in the magazines. I'm not saying this is healthy. This is not necessarily it. If it's based on health, it's fine. But if it was that, and so therefore you're getting yourself up to go to the gym before you go to work or go for a run or something like that, and on those mornings where you're just like, oh, I just don't want to, like, fuck this, but you can then look at your vision board, see pictures of what it is that you're trying to like manifest. You're trying to get into that healthier mindset, into that healthier mode. Then it will encourage you to get out of bed and get your body moving. Use it as a marker point to fuel that fire within, a visual key that can help. But the initial point of call to be able to ensure your fire can burn brightly is to release yourself of the burdens, release yourself of that dead weight. It's time to let it go. It's time to let those people go or let those situations go. These things could be really big things in your life or really small things in your life, but spirit is saying, like, you have to be done now, because the weight of it it's dampening your fire. It's weighing you down. So get it gone, and then you will free this space up for your fire to burn brightly and to be able to just keep it active, have a visual marker point of what it is that you want. Right, I hope this helps. If you would like to reach out for a personal reading, all the information is in the description box below. Please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Tell me any activities you may do to help get your flame going. And yeah, I will see you in the next reading. Hello, pile 2. Let's see what cards we have for you. So the first card that we have is the World in reverse. And this is a card about a lack of closure, a lack of completion of something, a resistance, something like a refusing to let go. And we have it with the 5 of Scythes, which is the swords in the reverse. And this is actually a card about making amends and reconciliation, building bridges and letting go of potentially past resentments and fears, anxieties, worries that comes into swords. And there's a mother link here with the cards, because this is a Buffy deck. And there is 2 themes within it. So this is the prom episode, and so this is a very much with the world anyway being this like completion aspect, and this being a lack of completion, a resistance to completion. And if you think of someone's prom being a marker point of the end of, it's a transition, end of school and into college, I think it is in America anyway. And there's also a growing pains, growing up and evolving aspect. So there is a feeling here of a resistance to growth, but in the sense of something that's hitting a natural marker point in your life, and you've got a resistance to it, a resistance to something coming to a completion, even though it's the world. So the world is round, and like it is the things that have to complete. This is literally the end of the major arcana journey. This is the end of the heroine's journey. And so this has to end for the Fool to come up, and because it goes in circles, so for something to start again. So there's something new right there on the horizon, but you're holding back, and there's a resistance to this shift and to this change. And then it comes from a space of fear, because the scythes, the swords, hold our fears, our worries, our anxieties. And this is because this is a card about resentment or a need to like reconcile and make amends. And it also then ties in, you can see here within this card, there is Buffy and her mother. So mother wound is coming through very strongly. And this can be a direct link to your mother, or it can just be through the mother line or through the feminine line. But that is a part of this. So there is a need to activate your fire within. There is a need to bring a closure to make a peace with, to reconcile with, and make amends with this wounding that you hold within. And this could be directly that you are in argument with your mother, and that needs to be like a bridge needs to be built. It could be as honestly direct as that, or it is about wounding that comes from the way you were raised by your mother, or maybe a lack of mother, or your caregiver that was the mother figure. it may not be as direct as I'm having an argument with my mum and I need to say sorry type of thing. And it's not making amends, not even necessarily about having to say sorry. It's about making amends, and you can build a bridge with someone, present or not. This doesn't have to be actually reaching out to anybody, but you can build a peace bridge. It doesn't mean you ever have to cross the bridge. Building that bridge of peace doesn't mean that you become pally and friendly if that's not healthy or that's not what you want. But there's a bridge built that is full of love and compassion and tenderness in that way, because it's tenderness for self as well and for the other person. And you can build that peace bridge and never cross it. It's just not about having a bridge where there's attack or venom or anything like that, because if you have that going out towards someone else, that also comes back to you. And we are all one, we are all connected. So we want these like peaceful bridges and peaceful energy cords with people. And if it's not a person or anything like that directly, this could be just the energetics that lie in your feminine side. And that is our space of receptivity and flow, and our ability to be within that softness within. The feminine is like a soft strength. So whatever resonates the most for you, but to activate this fire, we need to, make the reconciliation, make the amends, so that the world can turn the upright and complete, so that the full can come in and you can start your hero heroine's journey once again. And then we have this with Gemini. And Gemini, curiosity, intellect, and networking. And this card is air ruled, so which is the same as Sky of Swords. So there's the air coming in here. And curiosity is the word I was drawn to the most here, which is in regards to this, because this feels sticky. This feels tender. This feels like there's a reason why it is in the position it's in, because it's not something comfortable and necessarily easy to look at or deal with. And Spirit's coming through saying, have curiosity. Don't feed into the fears, the worries, the anxieties that make us avoid or make it all seem so the big, bad, scary. Go in with a curious outlook, go in with a curious mind, and have that curiosity of how things could look if you do things differently, how things can look if you let go of that resentment, if you build that bridge in peace, if you just let go of these things, so that this can complete for you now. Have a curiosity about the pathways that it could open. Have curiosity about the picture that could be built from this, because this is how you will, in here, the receive. You can then receive what it is that you want. You can receive the beauty, you can receive the fire activation, you can receive that oomph, you can receive that drive that you desire to have. Like, your fire will burn all the more brightly. It will have you ready and raring to go, and you'll be able to receive that if you are curious about letting go what you need to let go. It's there. It's like wanting to come in for you. Across the other side of that bridge of peace is that, I'm being shown like a golden nugget. And it's like, it's yours, you can have it. But to get there, the amends, the bridge of peace needs to be built so that you can walk across it and get this golden nugget that will help your internal fire. And then, because this is dampening your fire essentially, so holding on to this and not letting this complete, having this thread of whatever it may be, this is draining your fire. So we need to let it go, and that's why it involves a level of making peace, forgiveness, compassion. And like I said, being forgiving and compassionate, sometimes of people that don't deserve it, is because we're saying we're done with carrying it. I am done with feeling this. Because if you're the one that carries that anger, that resentment, that pain, and it's not to say that then that makes someone's actions okay. If you are deciding to forgive, you're forgiving them. It's in a way like a weirdly selfish thing. Like, you're forgiving them for yourself, because you're saying, I don't want to carry this anymore. It's not my burden. I let it go. I let you go in peace, because there's their karma. If they've done something wrong, horrific, painful, all these things, it is their karma. It is for them to deal with. All you can do is find that human compassion and tender, loving care to say, like, I forgive you. And you don't have to say it, I'm not saying directly either, just like, it just can be out into the universe, because you're saying, I let it go. I don't want to carry this anymore. It's yours. Like, you know, you have to deal with that, and I'm letting it go so that I can move on. And this is what will help, like, have your fire. Be curious about what it could look like to not carry this, and help you to move forwards. We also have these two cards here. So we have Lost Lands, Soul Memories and Gifts. You've done this before. And then We the Hathors, Deep Love, Mother's Milk, Birth as a Portal. So you've done this before, Soul Memories and Gifts. This is tapping into the world, this completion stage. This is definitely something through mother line. This is deeper than you in ways. Like, this healing is part of why you came, why your soul reincarnated, the shit that you had to go through, whatever this heaviness is stuff. Like, you've done this before. It's stuff to come through, but there's so many people born like that are in the world right now that have come here to be the part of their ancestral line where things stop, where your soul has come in to go, it stops with me, it's done, it ends with me, and we're not doing this anymore. And there is a burden to that. There's a really, really heavy burden to that. So my heart and my love and everything goes out to you, because I know how it feels to be the one that goes, this is ending with me. I'm the one that, like, I'm calling bullshit here, and we're not doing this anymore. But then you can start this new way of being, and that will transcend your life. That will, if you choose to have children, that will help anybody or anyone in your future line through your family. It's going to help, but it also, like, bounces backwards energetically, and it will go down your ancestral line to all of your ancestors that couldn't quite do it, that maybe did elements of it, or were too scared to, or just didn't have the means to. Whatever it is, you will help heal your ancestral line forwards and backwards. And there's also a level of this receiving, and then with this curiosity aspect of Gemini here, network, like, there is a level of, like, listening to your ancestors. So spend time, if you're comfortable doing this type of thing, spend time in meditation and ask your ancestors to really be with you and guide you. And they can help you with this process. They can help you with letting go of these resentments. If you spend some time looking at, potentially, and this won't resonate for everyone, but look into why those people acted the way they did, because there's generally, it doesn't make actions okay, but the reason people act the way they do is because of their traumas, because of their life experiences. And this goes then through down your ancestral line of bullshit that happened to you, potentially happened to them, happened to them, happened to them, happened to them. And that's like having that compassion for their experience. And it doesn't make it okay. I cannot stress that enough. It does not make certain things okay, but you may see it through a different lens, and you may see it with a different level of compassion and understanding for that person. But yeah, there's a definite level here of asking your ancestors to ask to receive information, ask to receive their messages, because let that information come through to help you with this. And then, because we have this deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal, this completes and we get to the Fool, and that is that start of a new journey. Something's wanting to come through you. So this is a new beginning, a fresh start, birth. Something wants to come through you for this. So you're receiving the gifts of this. So ask for guidance, ask for like key things that will help you in this letting go and birthing forwards. And the fact that mother's milk is here, like there's such a heavy mother's thing. Mother's milk is that level of like tenderness, nourishment. Mother's milk nourishes us, it feeds us, it gives us life, it sustains us. And that is what is on offer, like to you to receive this deep love. So really work on this making the peace bridge, because it will help give you this birthing and this like that vroom of that fire that will help you and push you forwards and give you that vitality and passion to go after the things that you desire. It will give you the energy to do so. I hope this helps. If you'd like a personalised reading, please reach out. All the information is in the description box below. Leave some comments. Let me know how this resonated with you, and I will see you in the next reading. Pile 3. Let's see what cards we have for you. So you actually have 2 of these, which the other piles did not have, but shh, don't tell them. Right. So the first card we have is the Ace of Pentacles. No, I lie, the Ace of Cups in the reverse. I've got the Queen of Pentacles here. And the Ace of Cups in the reverse is actually a card that is more indicative of self-love, because in the upright, this is a card of new beginnings and fresh starts, and it really is in regards to love, because it's our relationships and our emotions. And then in the reverse, this is a card that talks more on the self-love and working through levels of anything that is repressed, so that we can be in more divine flow with ourselves, with our subconscious, with our being, with like that intuitive link to the divine. And then the Queen of Pentacles is a card in the reverse that talks about, once again, almost like that self-love. So like it's a card that is asking us to look into ways in which we can take care of self. So like be more independent and thrive and build and sustain ourselves from our, like, without the external, I'm being shown through it, like external threads and cords to other people, really wanting us to be abundant and thrive through. So there's a lot of self here, and then with it, release the dark wound and let love live. So this is talking of, and so we've got Scorpio and Aquarius here. Sorry, so there's so much. Needing to let go of like this death grip that you have on something, someone, I don't know, situations, memories. This is heart-led stuff, because that's what the cups are, and needing to release this, because you need to be able to, like, this fish needs to swim, and you've got a death grip on it that is not helping the fish, and it needs to get into the stream and it needs to swim. It needs to be in flow. So you're resisting, you're stopping your own flow, and there's a block there. So to be able to activate your internal flame, your fire, that oomph, that drive within, we're having to deal with some self stuff here. We have to deal with some repressed things. We have to deal with cutting some cords, and finding a way to really, really, truly love ourselves, so that we can have the ace the right way and we can start this new journey forwards, that will give us opportunities to fulfill us in different ways. And I'm saying all of this because I have the awareness here that we have Scorpio. And like I said, I didn't have 2 cards for the other pile. So there is a level of, because Scorpio is very death rebirthy, of needing to do this so that we can get to here. This is like the death wound, like release part here, so that we can get to, this is the flow, this is the swimming. Like literally, we want this fish to swim in this flow, this water flow of the Aquarius. It is an air sign, but it is the water bearer giving us this stream. But we need to get out of the dark depths of the Scorpio water and into this fresh stream. And this is a fresh stream because Aquarius is originality, progressive imagining, philanthropy. Aquarius is outside the box. Let's go. Let's switch things up. Scorpio, though. So initial point of call. First point of focus here for us is in this death and rebirth. Scorpio is one of my favorites because I have Scorpio placements, but it is intense, and people can find Scorpio very uncomfortable because it is this death and rebirth, this purging. You need to go into the dark water of Scorpio, and like it's looking in the shadows, it's looking in all those dark, uncomfortable, painful places and purging yourself of them, letting them die so that you can be reborn. So this is this releasing this dark wound. So your fire will be able to burn when you really, really like let go and find a way to love self. So there's very much a focus with this self-love aspect here of taking the burden away from yourself. Like this shadow work in regards to the Scorpio stuff here will be like what I would say to people, mirror work. Like really, really intensely for this pile is a need to be able to look in the mirror and love self. Take the burden away from you. So sometimes with shadow work, it's about, and there was in a previous pile, about mending bridges with other people. This is very much about mending that bridge with self, finding a way to love yourself, finding a way to forgive yourself. Like, I'm sure you were an asshole. You're human. We're all assholes. Like, you are the villain in someone's story. Always. We all are. It doesn't matter who you are, you're going to be the villain in someone's story. You're the hero in someone's story as well. Some people will like you, some people won't like you. You're going to hurt some people because you're human. But you're also going to love as well because you're human. So there's a level here of spirit saying, like, we need to forgive ourselves here. We need to find peace with ourselves. We need to find peace with our actions. We need to find peace with the part we played in something. We need to make peace with our villain side of the story. And I very much recommend mirror work, as in, because I'm being shown mirrors, as in spend some time looking in the mirror and make peace with your reflection. Make peace with you. Because you have to let this go, because this is holding you back. This is making you feel like you're not, there's a level here of like, you're not worthy of the fire. So you're not worthy of that confidence. You're not worthy of that activation. You're not worthy of pushing and pursuing and that drive. And this is nonsense, because of course you are. So we have to find that self-love. We have to find that self-reliance. We have to find that abundant, like, abundance within, abundance in the life, and like come from us. It has to stem from us. And with this card, with the self-reliance aspect, is if we've been asking other people to try and like feed this, to fix this, like if you're not making peace with the shit you've done and your part in something, because that's weighing on you, but you're trying to like mend that bridge with self from other people filling that gap, it will never work. It just drains you. So this is the self-reliance aspect, is finding this from within. And I'm not saying you have to cut people out, like, you know, like you don't have to, it doesn't mean that if you're in a relationship, you have to stop that relationship. It just means that don't expect them to fill this hole. This is a hole you fill. You find that love, you find that spark within. Purge, Scorpio, purge, purge, purge. Go into the dark spaces, go into that uncomfortable, void, watery, dark depths and release. Get rid of it, because this will assist you in getting into this stream. This is where love lives. This is this original, like, progressive movement forwards, and that will be your drive. That will be that oomph, that fire will come to you, and you will be like merrily like bouncing downstream. I'm being shown, like, do you know those like rubber ring things that you sit in? You'll just be like, woo, you know, like cocktail, coffee, whatever it is you drink, glass of water in hand, merrily bouncing down the stream, fire activated, in flow, just like fully. This is Aquarius is so progressive. It's so original and like it's outside of the box is Aquarius. So like you've got really, really like your fire, once it's then activated, is going to be like unique and weird and funky and cool and crazy, and it's giving you really, really like excitable, like non-mainstream, just like weird, a weird energy, but in like the most wonderful way. Weird is good. I like weird. And then we also have Earth pulsing and Star Keeper. So instantly, Earth keeping Earth, the grounded reality, and then Star Keeper, the divine, the stars, very much instantly wanting me, like giving me a connecting through line of like keeping your feet on the ground, grounded, and having all of this, like, this will give you, so the self-love, like releasing this stuff will give you this through line, this water stream, so this water stream, like down through your crown, all the way through your chakras down to the ground, like a full-on like activation. That's what Spirit is saying. Like, I know this card reading is about activating your fire, but this is saying this is going to activate all of your energy centers. They're just going to go like ping, 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 and like light up. So to help you, this pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. Time in nature, always really good to ground yourself, fully recommend. But in regards to this, like finding self-love, this Scorpio stuff. So take a moment, slow down, pulse of the mother, tap into that divine feminine flow within, because that's the receptivity. This is that tapping into our subconsciously, like watery depths. So take the time, take a moment and pause. Into the shadows, into the water, into this. Carry with you, like Mother Mary, unconditional love, nurturing, holding as you do this, to keep you safe, to keep you warm. As you like take this into a meditation and but ask Mother Mary to come and like hold you, keep you safe. And then we've got Star Keeper, cosmic ancestor, seed the light by staying grounded. By grounding down your energies and by really like connecting to Earth and bringing the love for self into self in a really like embodied, sturdy, stable way, you will like root yourself down, and then all of this amazing abundance from like the divine, from God, whatever you want to call it, from Spirit, will be able to like flow through your crown chakra and come down and give you this, like, you'll be in this flow. It will open these doorways, it will activate that fire, and give you that oomph to go forwards. Like you know where you're wanting the stream to go, you just don't feel like you're worthy of getting in it, and this is going to get you in it and light you up and activate you in all the ways. But we have to like release and purge, and like really, really release and purge in a way that we find such a love for self that we have like really, really rooted it into our being. Right. I hope this helps. If you would like to reach out for a personalized reading, all the information is in the description box below. Please just reach out. I like shadow work is one of my specialities, one of my favorite things to work on people with. So yeah, if you need extra guidance with this, an extra helping hand, card readings can offer you, a personalized one can offer you greater insight. I also offer mentorship and energy healing work where we can delve into it and help manipulate a bit so that we can get you into these spaces with greater ease if you find it a struggle. Please let me know in the comments below how this reading was for you, and I'll see you in the next reading.